this is your first video, guys, get up in there. Give me a like and subscribe. 2023 Yamaha Raptor 700R Special Edition. We're going to give it a shakedown. It's brand new. We're going to take it to Lake Murray, ride it. Coming from a guy who likes him some two-strokes and some other stuff, and three wheels usually, and other stuff. You know I'm a Yamaha guy through and through, and I'm going to go out here and give this thing hell, and I will let you know if I'm not happy with it. Guys, I got you a 2023 Yamaha Raptor 700R Special Edition review coming up right now. We took it to Lake Murray today, rode it a lot. There's still a little, I did a pretty good job cleaning it considering that. But guys, we put it through the ringer and I love this machine. Going for the first ride on this Raptor 700. Look at the day I picked. I told him it don't matter if it's shine, sleet, rain, hail. This ain't UPS. That Raptor will get me there. Well, guys, Raptor's first official ride right here, going to Lake Murray. Got my helmet, my bag. Let's go make it happen. See what we give this thing a good old Time Machines try. Not even that many people here. It's about 9. Get her unloaded and go ride. How much do I owe you? I'm hard to hear. And how much was that?
10.
10, awesome. Thank you, sir. Are you open 7 days a week?
Yep.
Awesome.
Every day of the year.
That's pretty cool, man.
They torquey as hell, dude.
Oh, guys, we're out here at Lake Murray, Oklahoma. I'm gonna give you guys a full riding video of this and a little review and whatnot, and some GoPro action, some corners. I've ridden it about 15 minutes so far. It's real muddy out here. It's a lot to handle, dude. It's plenty of power. I'm used to the tires spinning more on a two-stroke. This thing just wants to stand up everywhere. But maybe we'll break her in a little. Just a beautiful place to ride, and honestly a lot cheaper than most places. Only 10 bucks a person all day, baby. Open every day of the year, 365. Go up and around it. We went up that way, bro. Hey, Ryan, we went up that way and came down. Friggin' verse it. Ah, shit. plate doing its job. Tires ain't on the ground. That's the problem, boys. Skid pot.
Bigger tires, bro. High centers.
And there's the down. I'm gonna make it. I just gotta dump it over the top.
Ah. Oh shit.
Flip it over.
Yeah.
On me. Alright, that was a fail, but I did make it up the first time. I made it up the first time. But I got the hill all loose. Pretty much mud avalanche. There's a mud avalanche and now nobody's getting up that thing, man.
Torn up.
Damn! It's a little top heavy, but if it was drier out here, it'd be a lot different.
It slides around pretty good.
Yeah.
Still gets traction.
It's lighter with you on it for sure. Nice. Nice. Up on that one. Damn, look, bro. By the fingertip.
Oh.
And I got my foot on the brake. Linda, you okay? Man, my journalistic duty, she's not hurt, so I had to let her wait on her man to jump in the mud with her. Oh yeah, yeah. I came down that. I don't know which way y'all came, but I'm gonna go this way. Oh, maybe neutral will get me out of it, boys. Fucking skid plate.
Oh!
Oh, you filthy bitch. Basically just bottomed her out.
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
What's going on, man?
Cock, man.
Hey.
Nice
Hell
to meet
yeah.
you, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, I love the blue. It's so
That's
cool.
cool, ain't it?
Yeah, man.
Nice to see you guys running. All right, be careful.
Hi, man. Yeah, man, take it easy.
Like that Raptor, man. Yeah, that one right there kind of tosses you this way, then that way. Do you feel that at the top?
Yeah.
Like goes this way and pink?
Yeah, dude, quads are so different.
Oh, I know. What do you think, man?
Dude, it's fun.
Does it feel like it's supposed to be a top of the line sport quad? Feels a lot different than a 450 for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's torquey.
You know when it really feels like it has a lot of torque and power? I was in like 4th gear over here.
Yeah, dude, you were just pelting me, bro.
Dude, it was
Getting
moving.
fucking rained on.
Well, guys, I'm a little bit messy, so I'm waiting on them to catch up over here. Dang, it took it like a champ. I better get all this red clay off of here. It's gonna change the color of all this. Special edition. I just kept bottoming out on that skid plate in the back on the swing arm carrier. Look at that. Probably gonna take it off to get that clean.
Oh, what's that?
I think it's a skid plate.
Oh.
You're vibrating?
Oh, yeah.
Got pretty stuck. Pretty muddy out here. I got stuck there for just a minute, but see, guys, I was over in that corner figuring they'll run into me when they're coming, and then I got to thinking about it, and I wasn't very visible, so I moved out here. If I can't see them, they can't see me. Get out here where I can see where they're riding. I think Linda just spotted me. Been riding for a couple hours. I don't have any complaints about the machine at all. It runs great. I mean, a couple things I did notice though, like you're eating that. The front fender isn't stopping a lot of it. Seems a little thinner, maybe because it's higher away from the tire. Just doesn't catch a lot of the mud. I'm wearing a lot of it. And then it's obviously a sport quad, so you can't expect a lot of ground clearance on the rear end, but it is what it is. I tried to go through easily, knowing I might bottom out. The alternative was dipping one side in some deep water, so I sent it. We got out. It's a good runner. A lot of power. I'm getting more used to it. I'm gonna go take my backpack off, just rock my helmet, because that thing's heavy. I don't think we have any damage. We're gonna wash this real good And I'm gonna take this skid plate off and wash it again. I think this one will be okay. I gotta do it today before this thing gets all stained. I had to pull the swing arm skid plate off to get it clean enough because it was honestly, it bottomed out on me twice really good. So now I'm gonna take my compressor, since I got it dry, or well, we're gonna blow some of this moisture out of these spots. There's a few places that ain't gonna hurt to get some WD-40. Get some of that. That tire's still pretty dirty. Obviously the chain, I don't even mind spraying it on my motor. It'll just get all the water out of there. The main thing, get that chain real good. I think that should do it, other than some water spots. Pretty damn clean again. We'll see how many hours we put on it today. I didn't wash under the seat. And I also got another concern. I don't know if the fuel, my fuel light came on right before I left, but then it went back out. So it makes me wonder if that 2.0 or 2.8. 2 hours on the ride today. So surely this thing ain't out of gas like it said it was. So the fuel light came on. Wonder if it's low at all. I think there's still plenty of gas in that. Put 2 hours on her today, boys. Let it dry off like that. Yep, y'all see it right. It is a 700. Guys, I didn't even, if you count, you know, when you buy a Yamaha, they fill it up when it's new. So let's say I had an hour breaking it in before I put that on, just some heat cycles. This thing's got 3 hours on it and low fuel lights on. I was riding it pretty fun, but that's kind of a surprise to me. If you guys watch the channel, you know me, you know I love my Yamahas. So I'm gonna give it to you straight, because I paid a lot of money for this quad. And I'll tell you what I think about it and what I do like and what I don't like about it real quick. Real easy like. All right, so this may catch some of you guys off guard. This Raptor isn't very loud, and I kind of like it. I kind of like it that way. But I would like some more power. You guys be sure and follow the build, because the first video is going to be all the skid plates, the case saver, the Nerf bars, all the stuff we do like that too at the hour meter. The second video is going to be the big three, the full exhaust, the intake, and the tuner. So we can find out, you know, how much more thump's left there on that Yamaha. Guys, I don't know if it's because it's fuel injected or because it's stock exhaust. I rode it all day. My leg never got hot. I never felt that exhaust heating up. I've never had one that didn't have a exhaust on it, a full exhaust, and the full exhaust just burned your leg up all day long. So I really like that. And I think the fuel injection has something to do with it too, and the stock pipe. But that's one thing that I really do like about this machine is the exhaust for a sport quad. It's not burning you up. I wish the front fenders were just a little wider. Maybe it's so you can track your tire. I'm looking out ahead. I'm not looking at my tires. You eat a lot of mud off the edge of these things, and I wouldn't make it any wider. One thing that's nice, the front end seems to be a tad bit wider than the rear. I never encountered something with the rear end. Like, you know, some people put some old 5-inch spacers on the back of their quad with the just normal front end, and they don't see it, but they're hitting their back wheel on stumps all day and trees, and etc. So I kind of like the fact the rear end sits inside of these tires. You don't have to worry about whacking anything. I love the reverse. I used it a lot more than I anticipated. I used it a lot today, so I really like the reverse. I guess the only complaint I have is I know this engine will break in, but as of right now, it's a little chattery. But I noticed that before I bought it, and I've heard them broke in before, and they don't sound like that. So I think the motor just needs to break in. Another thing that I noticed is, you know, it's a lot different ride than what I'm used to. I'm used to like a YFZ or a Banshee where it's like a light switch, and you got a lot more tire spin. Raptor gets pretty damn good traction, guys, especially with me on it. I'm 265 pounds, and it gets some good traction with me on it. She won't go straight. It'll pick up. It's really got a lot of power in fourth and fifth, more than some of the other quads I ride. First, second, and third. Plenty of power. It's just kind of flatten out. Kind of flattens out, but I think that's just the nature of all the torque. That's what happens when you get all the torque down low. They seem like they're a little flat because they lose power when you rev them too far. Whereas on some quads, it ain't like that. Guys, I want to give Lone Star Yamaha a shout out because I pre-ordered and put a deposit on one of these that was supposed to be here in February with another dealership. They called me in February, told me March. I seen these pop up. This is the one, the same model that I had ordered. So they cut me a good deal. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have been able to go ride today. So appreciate you guys. I seen Sam up there. You guys give him a shout. I've got a video coming up on this thing of all the mods that we're gonna do two stages. First is just gonna be all stuff to protect the bike. So I rode it today with the aluminum skid plates on the belly and on the swing arm, but I didn't have my A-arm skid plates yet. They're going on next. Case saver, some full-blown Nerf bars and netting, heel guards, a couple more things like that. And then in the second video, we're gonna do the exhaust, the intake, and the tuner. And the reason I don't do it now is I wanna break the motor in a little bit before I wanna break it in how Yamaha built it, let that motor mesh, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll get up in there with the mods and try and get some more power out of it. My arms today from riding it, dude, it feels like it was seriously trying to get away from me all day. My arms are freaking, my shoulders are fine, my wrists are fine, hands are fine, but right there in the bicep, absolutely just feels like it was trying to get away from me all day. Feels like I rode a Raptor all day. So, and I only rode it 2 hours apparently. We had a lot of fun. Shout out to Orion and Linda. Whew, I got stuck. They had to help me out. We're going to show this quad some hours this summer. So if you want some Raptor content, a lot of people asked about it. Guys, give us a like and subscribe. Lots more videos on the channel. And lots more videos coming. Appreciate it. Thank Yamaha and little Yamaha Amichimito. Because if it wasn't for that guy making all these Yamahas, we'd be like Honda and our kids' bikes would be in China just so when they grow up, they got, hey, tell you what, tell me about another sport quad that's good, you can go get, is new, is warranted, fuel injected. So I called a Yamaha dealership when I was trying to find this Raptor 700. He literally asked me to my face over the phone, well, does it have to be a Yamaha Raptor, or would you be okay with something comparable? I didn't even know what to say to that man. There is nothing comparable, dude. So I called you for a Yamaha Raptor. You think I want a freaking Polaris? You think I want some CVT? I don't want to hear about your Scrambler or your Sportsman telling me it's a sport quad or your Renegade. Because if some little fairy's shifting it for you and it's CVT and you don't even have to pull the clutch and shift it, then it's not a sport quad, guys. This will give you a workout. That's how you know it's a sport quad. And it'll try and come out from under you everything else. Y'all just flop it down on old Polaris and daggum. You don't even have to try. So if you guys are Raptor guys, I haven't posted a lot of 700 content. I have a 700 build coming up besides this one soon. So be sure and give us a like and subscribe. We've got a little Yamaha Tri-Z. I've got a parts one like that guy. And I got that 700 motor. There's a 700 motor over there behind that TRX 250R. Raptor 700 Tri-Z coming, guys. You better believe it. This is making me want to do it now more than ever. So check this out. Oh, freshy. That's a fresh one right there. A little dirty, but I could say it's squeaky clean. I'll make it squeak. Oh, no, it's... Man, if you want to see the color, there's some... Looks like metal flake in that gray. And then the orange has some like black speckles in it. She's vibrant. She's popping. Cash for ATVs, time machines, you like their quad to pop. This quad's popping for sure. It's fun riding 2 strokes, but you almost got to do a damn mini tune-up if you ain't rode it in 2 months. And I want something I can go fire up and just take off and ride. I had to have some fuel injection. That reverse I used a lot today. The suspension, this is a little different riding a new quad. If anything, this quad just gets a little bit too much traction. So it'll feel a little top heavy in corners if you're not really committed. But it's still breaking in. And those tires will break in too. Once they get balled like a typical Raptor tire, you know what I'm saying? That'll be a lot easier to whip around. You can see that. We were in some muddy conditions today, but I just felt like I was eating more dirt from the front tire than I should have. I was going to adjust the suspension, but I felt like, you know what, let me ride it, get a good feel for it before I do anything. If I'm going to do anything, I might stiffen up the rear shock a little bit. The front end seems plenty firm to me. I don't do a lot of hard braking on the front end, and I like to pick up the front end anytime I'm coming up on a good bump or, you know, creek or valley in the trail, so I can just skip it. Man, I don't really have anything bad to say at all. Honestly, it's a little expensive. And they could make them easier to get. But other than that, what more could you ask for? Yamaha's still doing their thing. And there ain't another sport quad on the market. This is more, I think, of a trail tractor type of four-wheeler than the YFZ. I notice I've had a lot of YFZs. You got to rev them up a little bit more. You got to commit more, and they corner and they turn a lot better. But this quad did not get hot once today when I was riding it hard or when I was riding it really slow. Lugging in first gear, you know, these trails were really muddy, so it did really good. I wouldn't trade it for, I have no buyer's remorse whatsoever, other than it wore me out a little bit today riding it. So be ready for that. And I think I got the most beautiful color scheme ever. Like those plastics, it's hard to describe, but they're like, they got all kinds of flakes in them, kind of like this floor. And the orange is the same way. It's just really, really solid, pretty. I got some mods coming, lots more videos coming. You guys give us a like and subscribe. Share this video to your friends. We're going to have a Raptor, maybe Quadzilla thing go down. So the cool thing is I know the Raptor's up for it, but the Zilla, like on a day-to-day basis, if we do it today, I'd probably have to drain the fuel bowl, warm it up, you know. That'd be pretty much it, I guess. Not too. I kickstart it. I'd have to kickstart that Quadzilla, which ain't no fun. I'm going to run this thing up to about 10 hours and change the oil, get her up to 20, do the big 3 mods on it, and I'm going to be sure and get you guys a video, get you a good sound check. But one thing about this quad is it doesn't feel like you're riding a Raptor, and then it comes on and tries to yank out from under you, but it's so quiet, and the pipe is just not hot. It just did not burn me up like, you know, like most 700s or even 450s with an exhaust do. That leg will be hot. Boy, look, I got hot leg right there. Like on this Banshee. We got us a little, new Chinese fucking dual sport. Guys, if this is your first video or not, I picked up a few bikes this weekend. XT 350, XR80, that RV 125 Suzuki. This old monster. We got a Quadzilla video coming up, another Banshee video coming up, Banshee BW video coming up here, probably all this month. I appreciate it, guys.